Okay, now what I've done, I got the rocker arms and the push rods out. Now, if you remember, like I said, I had this cam already, taking out the stock cam. I went with a different cam with a higher lift, but now I'm going with a smaller cam. So when I bought the cam before, I bought the whole kit. So it came with the springs and the hardened push rods and everything. So I'm going to reuse the springs and the hardened push rod. So if ever you swap your cam, you should talk to your manufacturer to find out if you're going to need like the dual springs that I got here, or if the stock springs will work for you. But one way to check also, whenever you take your push rods out, you might as well check them because it's a quick check. What you do is you take one of these push rods and you just roll it. You get on a flat surface and you roll it. If you see any type of wobble, that means your push rod is probably bad and you're going to have to replace them. And if you replace them, I suggest you go with a hardened one. And so I put it in a nice little box. So this is the order that it came out of. This is passenger side, this is driver's side. So I know that when I go back to reassemble the engine, where they go and there's no problem. Okay, now it's time to swap this cam out. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure you're careful when you pull the cam out, because what's going to happen if you ruin the bearings, guess what? You're going to have to take this engine out and bring it to the machine shop so it can be rebearinged. Is that such a word, rebearing? Well, anyway, put new bearings in. So you want to make sure, here's a process where slow is a lot better. And as you're pulling it out, you want to make sure that you turn it, because you want to make sure that it turns and comes right out. Now normally what I would do is I would pull this cam stick out and I would have my other cam just sitting waiting. So when I pull this out, put it down, put the other one in right away. Because what happens is sometimes those, not that you have time, but just a little safety, is because you don't want, like an accident, like a loose lifter in the tray to fall down and you got to take the heads off and all that. No. So I usually just have the cam ready, but being I'm taking the heads off, I don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to try to slide this cam out. And remember, you want to have a little twist in motion, just like that. You don't have to go fast. And you want to make sure that you don't ruin the cam or either the bearings. And there you go. There's the cam. And this on eBay. All right, see, this is the cam that I just removed, Texas Beam Performance VVT 3, and this is the cam that I'm going to install. This is a cam that was custom grind from Engine Power Systems, and it's a smaller cam than this one, so this is going to give me a lot of low-end torque, is what I was looking for. So we're going to install this cam in a few minutes. Now, when I first got this cam from Texas Beam Performance, it comes with a little spec sheet. And I looked at the spec sheet and I thought maybe this isn't the type of cam I need. So I called them up immediately and I said to them, I'm looking at the specs. And they go, and I said, I'm looking for lower end power. And I told them that I had the VVT3, and of course they said, hey, listen, you're going to love it. It's the VVT3. We did our homework on the cam, so I figured these guys know what they're doing. So I trusted them and I put the cam in the car. Now I'm taking the cam out of the car. Now, please, I'm not knocking Texas Beam Performance. I'm really not. I mean, if you look on the blog, you can see, that people love them and they make a good product. It's just that it just didn't work out for me. And so I don't need any, so please don't send me any bad emails saying you don't know what you're talking about, or like Texas Beam Performance is great, because they do make a good product. I mean, this cam, if it was an automatic with like a stall speed of, let's say 2,500, 2,200 to like 3,000, this cam would be really good for that type of setup. But I got a 6-speed manual. I need low-end torque. And so, which brings me to another point. When you're shopping for a cam, whether you're looking for low-end torque, high-end torque, horsepower, racing cam, whatever, supercharged, make sure you do your homework. Make sure you do your homework. And what you want to do is you maybe want to call like Lenati, Comp, Crane, one of these reputable cam companies. Talk to the tech guy. Don't talk to that guy that answers the phone that says, hold on a second, let me talk to my tech guy. No. You want to talk to the tech guy. Get him on the phone and find out, tell them what you need, and they'll make like recommendations of what kind of cams that they have that would best suit you. And if you're not happy with that, call like one of these custom grind cams, because like Corvettes of Westchester, you can call Vengeance, you can call East Coast Supercharging, you can call Engine Power System, EPS, And these guys are custom make a cam for you, and they'll spec it out. And again, do your research. If you got like 4 companies and you got 3 that are pretty much the numbers are the same, you know, like the duration, the intake, the exhaust, the lobe separation. If 3 of them are the same and one is like way off, you may want to keep on. You want to go with one of the 3 that are pretty much the same numbers. Maybe average them out and see which one's the best for you, you know. And just like I said, be proactive, do a lot of research. That way you don't have to rip out your engine again and rip apart your engine again and redo the cam. So having said that, I've spoken enough. It's time for me to install this cam into the car. So here we go. Now when you're installing the cam, it's the same way but the opposite. You want to make sure you turn as you slide the cam inside the engine. Now I got my container oily lifter sitting right here, right on top, so I can just take some oil, and you want to make sure you're very generous with the oil when you oil these lobes and slide the cam in, so it'll go in nice and easy. And remember, do not damage the bearings because you don't want to take the engine out and have to bring it to a speed shop and have them redone. Now I can't slide it in because I'm working the camera, as you can see. Hello. So I'm going to put the camera down for a sec, and I'm going to slide this cam on in.